Hello, hello! We are live with the first stream of the new computer. This is going to be... Well, we're going to have a little bit of growing pains, probably. So, it does look like our bitrate is great. Everything's going well. Very nice. Let's see. Let's see if we can get chat. Okay, got chat. Very cool. Might have to mess around with the encoding settings a bit, but overall, very nice. Everything's going smooth. All right. So, had a bit of excitement today. Not really the kind of excitement that I like to have first thing in the morning. But once we get some people, we'll probably go into that a bit. So, short version. Always check your credit card statements. Always, always, always. So, it's a good general rule. You should do it anyway if you have credit cards, but just definitely check those. So yeah. Got a busy day scheduled. Have to respond to a bunch of emails for new contracts. Or potential new contracts, rather. Had to spend some time talking to the customer service department and the fraud department of my credit card. So that's always fun first thing in the morning. But, yeah, it's all good. All right, let's go get that book of retro artifacts. Pretty sure I put it back on the shelf. Yes, I did. Retro artifacts. Let's see. And after that, I guess we will grab a binder for the Streets of New Capenna lands and start putting those in binders. Got some really cool treasure tokens. from our foreign grab bag yesterday. Got some sweet giveaways for when we hit our 500 stream. Let's see. That's art that needs to go up. That's the special dividers for that. That's my overflows for dual colored lands. That's an empty binder. That's an empty binder. Those can go in binder stock. We got our oil slick basics. Our overflow. This can go there. I need to build a shelf just for those little books. They're so convenient and so nice, but I have about 100 of them that I need to just organize. But let's see. These all foil New Capenna basics. They are. We got the non-foils there. Okay. Have those. Let's see. I've been opening Streets of New Capenna lately, but I don't know if I pulled the full art basics or not. Nope. I did not. I bet some. Oh, there's foil. Oil regular basic, regular basic, regular basic, regular basic, regular basic. I bet some of them ended up mixed in with the foils. So I have a bad habit of doing that. Okay, there. None in that stack. Yep, there's some. Just regular foil basics, but we're in the foils. There's another one. And another one. Okay. Those can go with the regular basics. Let's see, art cards, tokens, banner stuff. Oh, more basics. Oh, there's another foil. Oh, bump the camera. Regular. Regular. Oh, there's a foil. There's another foil. And another foil. And another foil. Nice. Ooh, nice foil. Another nice foil. Oh, there's another one. All right. Okay. Huh. Oh, there's a whole bunch of regular basics in there. Alright, so we got that done. We need a binder for Streets of New Capenna basics. We'll go over to the supply cabinet. Let's see. Got a nice canary yellow one. Make sure there's nothing in it. Yep, brand new. Nice. Did you nice bright yellow binder. Right. I think that's probably plenty for one stream. Just in case, we will take a look at some stuff. Those are all pathways. Okay. At some point, I need to do all my foreign black border basics. That's going to be fun. I love my 4th edition foil, or not foil, but foreign black border stuff, so FBB stuff. But I don't use it all that often. Oh, I do have a double masters binder. Sweet. I wasn't sure if I had one of those. So it's double masters. There's Kamigawa. Got Modern Horizons 2 one. So I guess that's Strixhaven? Yeah, nice. Alright, it's enough being distracted. Let's get organizing. Don't see anyone in chat yet. If you're here and not in the, if you're in the stream, but talking in chat, yeah, why not? We're just hanging out, having a good time, chatting it up. So, I would like to know in the comments or in the chat if anyone is noticing a difference in the picture quality and the audio quality. Now, I know my audio filters got mangled, so this is probably a lot closer to my early videos and how those sounded. So, like, my de-esser I know is not working. I know my limiter, my frequency limiter also isn't working. So, if they are uncomfortably loud, I am very sorry. But, we will, or rather, I will. I say we will, like I'm not the only entity working on this thing. But yeah, I'm the only person behind the scenes on Pete's Packs. And yes, my name is actually Pete, or at least that's what I go by. So I know some of the viewer or some of you that view the channel don't know me in person. So and there's really cool friends that do. You know, support the friend. All right, I think that is our 4th black blade. Oh, is that black blade an extra? I think that black blade's an extra. That's just a regular black blade, right? Yeah, it is. Oh, we have an extra black blade. That's cool. We'll put that in a sleeve and put it with the other black blades. I'm almost certain that Soul Guide Lantern is a duplicate. Okay. Yeah, there's Soul Guide Lanterns in here, so that is a spare Soul Guide Lantern. No other black blades, apparently. A ridiculous number of burnished hearts, though. Okay. We have Swiftfoot boots, which I'm fairly certain we have multiple extras of. Okay. Yep, Swiftfoot boots. It's an extra. So these were probably all just extras. Not sure about the foil self-assembler. And I think we were short one on the schematic, which finishes off our schematics. Oop. We're going to move this up. Also, I vacuumed my desk, so everything isn't covered in a film of dust anymore. Yeah, looks like that's a single. Yes! Full playset of schematic Mishra's baubles. Nice. Alright, now for the foils in the back. We have self-assembler. I have a lot less coverage for the retro foils. Let's see, self-assembler. This is my first extra retro foil. It is. Oh man. Yeah, so I did get a whole bunch of those foil self-assemblers. Well, out of all of those, we got, so out of all 5 of those, we got 1 spot filled. So that's, that's not bad. So, clears that up. I'm a little annoyed because I'm almost 100% certain that I got a either Flux Reservoir, and I cannot find it. So I have to go back and check the stuff that I did for the pre-release kits. Because I'm certain I pulled an Aether Flux Reservoir. I remember pulling one. So I cannot find it to save my life. We went through all the retro artifacts that we had pulled together, but also we had several things where the stuff was not in the right place. So I think that we probably have some stuff still that's not in the right place. Just like the Streets of New Capenna lands. I'm going to check the Streets of New Capenna box now, because I have a sneaking suspicion that there are more in the box. Yeah. One of those situations where I think I'm doing something smart and it ends up just biting me. It doesn't happen all the time, but every now and then I'm a little too clever for myself. Okay, that's all that. A whole bunch of commons. There's sleeves. Oh, what's this? Come on. And I need to get more meticulous about sorting this stuff. Oh, that's a graveyard shift. Indulgence. Yeah, I call torch. I feel like I just didn't sort this stuff as I was going. I know I'm kicking myself for that. Okay, that's all Art Deco stuff. Those are foil tokens. Those are regular tokens. Punch outs, art cards. Oh, here's some basics. Let's see, these all look like set basics, not full arts. Yep, that's exactly what those are. Cool. I will probably just donate those to a play group or something. Oh, what's this? Oh, more foil set basics. Okay. All right. So we. All right. So we have to assume that we're at least mostly through our basics here. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Okay, cool. Maybe I did a good job for once in putting things where they needed to go. Quick double check through the standard stuff. That is a trash collector. Okay. Yeah, looks like I did it. Good job, past me. You actually put things where they belonged. Thank you for not being a dick to yourself. Or rather, thank you, past me, for not being a dick to present me. It is much appreciated. Such a quiet chat. All right, I have 4 interviews tomorrow. Fun. Okay. All right, let's get down to business. Got that. Where are our perfect fits? There they are. perfect fits. So we know planes are going to be the first ones. We're going to start by separating out our planes. So the ones that were printed in Japan versus Belgium, because the ones from Japan, backs feel different. Those planes. Islands. Okay. Those are already becoming Pringles. Ah, the worst chips. I mean, Pringles as food are fine, but as far as magic cards, it's not good. Decidedly unpleasant. As far as actual potato chips, though, they're fine. Okay, so there's two designs. This is the first one. The train station is the second one. So we've got the skyscraper and the train station. I really like them both. Okay. The skyscraper has the lower numeration, so that will be the first one. Okay, first things first, let's flatten our binder. It's like a Flappy Bird. There. Nice and flat. And we will get out our perfect fits. Okay. Just hanging out. Putting up some lands and chatting. Okay, so this has 20 pages. There are 10 lands. That's 2 pages per one of these lands. Wow, I have way fewer of these than I thought I did. I ran into that with the Kamigawa ones, too. It's like I planned on getting a certain amount, and then either didn't get enough, or got enough, and put them somewhere else. Like, I think this one I just didn't get enough. So, 2. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Well, admittedly, I don't remember buying more of these. I really like them, though. So, once I finish opening my Neon Dynasty stuff, I will buy up to the full book. Since I still have a case of set boosters. I mean, I've got a case of draft boosters too, but I plan on holding those for a long time because I want to draft those on my 40th birthday. So, and that's a few years off. So, kind of like how I drafted Weatherlight on my 30th. That was a lot of fun. I missed that. Wish Weatherlight wasn't like $2,000 a box now. It's kind of hard to get a bunch of friends together and be like, hey, we're gonna crack $2,000. Unfortunately, most of my friends would be like, hey, could you just give me like $300? Then I'm like, dude, this is for my birthday. Then they're all like, yeah, but why? You know, that's an idea. If the stream goes, or like if we start getting more people, I might do a box of Weatherlight for my birthday. That'd be fun. I have to source a box of Weatherlight. Like, I think that's probably the most unfun part of the idea is the act of having to source a box of a set from 26 years ago. So, like, it's like, oh, this is a really cool idea, and then it's like, oh, but I'm gonna have to source that somehow. Because it has to be like it has to be sealed. Like, I'm not gonna open an unsealed box of Weatherlight. Because although those packs weren't exactly searchable, and you couldn't really do the pack trick that you could with some of the older boxes, like, it's still hard to find an unopened box of stuff from the 90s. Well, some things. Like, I've had my eye on a box of Korean Fourth, and the guy that has it just wants way too much for it. I mean, yeah, they're rare, but not 20 grand rare. It's 4th edition. Like, The regular boxes are less than $2,000. It's not like your hits are going to be that amazing. The difference, like the multiplier for Korean, is not. It's not a 20x. It's just not. At least not for most things. Some things it is, but still. All right, 1, 2. I'm just rambling into the void at this point. Yeah, I am really happy with the new computer. It's so much faster, and it doesn't feel like it's just choking on everything I do. And I feel like the image quality is a lot better during recording and during streaming. So I have no complaints. Well, I do have one complaint, and that's that the lights inside the case freak me out a little bit. They turn off and on, you know, as they want. I haven't figured out how to control them yet. I'm sure there's some way to control it, because it's pretty obvious that like they're responding to activity on the computer itself. So that's something. I just don't know how to control that currently. I'm guessing it's probably one of the pieces of software that came with the computer. So, all right, that is slot 1, that is slot 2. The sewer, we got a lot of the sewer. Oh, they're both sewers. So we got the staircase and the drainage pipe. And I guess in a city, the sewer would be a swamp. After all, the quite a few people in England call the bathroom the bog. Bog is a type of swamp. At least I think it is. I did not have as many of these as I thought I did. Oh well. So good. Really wish we had more activity in chat. Kind of weirds me out when there's no one in chat. This makes me wonder if I'm actually broadcasting or not. I know I'm not the most interesting person to watch stream. All right. Yep. All right. On to the pirate portion of the show. It's R in the Wooburg. Man, only 7 of that mountain in foil. I really like that mountain. So. I do need to be cognizant of the time, because my partner has arranged a friend's double date kind of thing to go get boba. I think it's funny because we have everything to make boba at home, and yet, like we have all the equipment, all of the supplies to make boba at home. We have more flavors than our local boba shop because I like boba a lot, and I like to make it without sugar because the culture that I grew up in, we don't use a lot of sugar. So most things in the US are unbearably sweet to me. And the shop that's near our house, the boba shop near our house, has a no sugar option, but their base teas have sugar in them already. So there's only so little sugar you can get to when the base tea has. Oh, that's unfortunate. See if that evens out when I put a card in it. I think it will. Well, maybe. Oh, no, that bubble came right out. That's cool. Um, but yeah, so I can't really get it the way I like it, which is with basically no sugar. Not even basically, with it is with no sugar. Um, locally, and like I don't have like it's not good to have a bunch of sugar, but it's not like a strict health concern. I mean, yeah, I'm overweight, but I'm not that big on watching what I eat. I just really prefer it without the sugar. But we are going to the boba place because social interaction is important. You know, spending time with friends and not cooping up in the house is it's important. It's good for mental health to to not sequester ourselves indefinitely, even though there's still a global pandemic going on. And most people, and a lot of people in this area just don't seem to want to get vaccinated. But yeah, that's a whole nother issue. We're not gonna get we're not gonna get into politics here because I will lose all of my audience. It'd be more than likely. Um, so, 'cause I have very extreme politics, and it's not what you would guess. So, uh, I have discovered over the years that apparently I put off, certain signals that one that I'm of one political leaning, and it is very much the opposite. And it is funny. I had a conversation recently, and they were like, "Oh, you're such and such." And it's like, "No, I'm not." They're like, "Yeah, you are. You support this and this and this." And I'm like, "No, no, I don't. That is the opposite of what I support." Um, Not sure what gave you that impression. They're like, "Oh, well, you talk about this, this, and this." I'm like, that doesn't mean that I have those political leanings. Like, it's just not what that means. It's all good. I'm also really good about discussing politics with people that I don't agree with and finding common ground because you have to do that um, to just be effective. And considering that I have been in a few leadership positions um, over the past few years where I was managing people of all kinds, then if you don't, like if you don't have the ability to do that, you vastly limit who will work with you. And I don't like the idea of that. So I feel like everyone has something to offer as far as skills or experience or just as an example of what not to do. So There was a joke in my circle of friends when I was younger, which is, everyone has value, even if it's just in pieces on the black market. That's a really dark joke now that I think about it. Um, we were a bunch of edge lords, uh, so edgy and cool. Really just obnoxious and naive, but it was good times. Sometimes when you're going through stuff, you think it's bad times, and then later you look back on it and like, could have been a lot worse. And then there's also times that you look back fondly on and tell friends stories about that time, and they look at you shocked and horrified. You realize that you're talking about trauma like it's a normal thing. And that, yeah, sometimes you don't realize that something was horrific and traumatizing until you traumatize someone else. And until you inflict secondary trauma on someone else, telling them about your trauma that you didn't realize was trauma. Yeah, it's all good. My mic's not muted, is it? No, okay, it's not good. Just hanging out, looking up cards, and my partner's home. Yep. All right. We are an hour into stream, and no one has posted in the chat. That's awesome. And we have booked up all the Streets of New Capenna foil full art lands. So there is also that. Let's see. This is SNC foil full art lands. Someone is calling me. Alright, and I'm back. And doesn't look like anyone was here anyway. Okay, well, that was a call from one of the clients that I've been negotiating contracts with. So, that was a whole thing. But, yeah. But since the stream has been going for an hour and 20 minutes, 20 of which I wasn't even here, but we have no chat activity, I'm just going to call it. We got Streets of New Capenna full art foils booked up, so that was a success. And yeah, hopefully we'll have something more interesting on the desk for tomorrow. Until then, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're on here. If you're in chat. You know, it's the best way to support the channel for free. You know, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, stay awesome, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.